Hello everyone, Alan Grassi here. I've been working on restoring a Power Mac 7180, and I'm working on putting a video together for that. But when I was taking that Mac apart and cleaning it and working through it and all that sort of stuff, when I opened the case, I noticed that there was a different style floppy drive inside, and so I was expecting to see a floppy drive similar to the one here on my left, which is the older style 400 or 800K 1.4 megabyte floppy drive that you would typically see in a classic 68K Macintosh. But on the Power Mac series, in this particular case, the Power Mac 7180, there's a slightly different version of the floppy drive. So if we take a look, I've worked on and serviced the Sony model MPF51W-23, and there's a couple different variations of this, but this is pretty much generally how it looks. And this particular model, the one that was in my Power Mac 7100, is an MPF52A. And you can see here on the sticker, it's got a 2 megabyte rating, whereas this drive here on the left is a 800K 1.4 megabyte version of the drive. So they are a little bit different. I mean, they have this, this black piece here on the front with a little door here that is spring-loaded to close, and it has this extra housing on here. And then you can see along the back here, the two floppy drives have the same style connector, but you can see that's simplified on the newer drive. So I wanted to show you quickly how I open this drive and get inside it. And once you get the metal lid off, it looks very similar to the one here on the left. So I'm going to set this drive aside. That drive has already been serviced, but it does have a bad eject motor in it. And so let's go ahead and open up this new drive. So take a quick look here. We're using a JIS0 Phillips head screwdriver, and take out these impossibly small screws. Okay. And then you'll notice that on this particular drive, there's a little notch here in the case where there's a little circle here, and the same thing is going on the other side. And so I'm just going to use a spudger here. I'm just going to try to pry this up just a little bit. Let's just try, oh, there you go. If you lift it up from the back, sorry, my mistake. Lift it up from the back, it comes right off. And this is just a piece of aluminum here. And then you can see it does look very similar to the original drive that I had worked on. Again, a little bit different. It's like it's sitting in this little tray, so the sides, right, has this little extra wall here on the sides to contain it. But by and large, this looks very similar to the older drive. So the next thing you want to do is, again, using that spudger, is we've got to get the side panel off. And so there's a little, I don't know if you can see it, but right in here, there is a little clip here that needs to get out of the way. And then this black piece can come right off the front of the drive. So let's go ahead and try to do that now. And of course, these are brittle plastics, so we'll be extra special careful not to actually break any of the plastics. The last thing I want to do after buying a refurbed Power Mac or a Power Mac 7100 for refurbishment is then to break the floppy drive and then have to buy a replacement floppy drive. So again, we'll just push down on those tabs just a little bit gently, and then this will pivot right off. And then we'll take a look as a comparison. Again, the drives look very, very similar once the front plate is off and the top housing. And we can see the drive here as it is. So that's sort of how you open this up. The rest of the cleaning and the assembly, what have you, very similar to the older drives. And there are plenty of other YouTube videos that have a more detailed and in-depth sort of guide on how to tear these things down and how to repair them. But I just wanted, again, share with you how to open this thing up and get inside it, because when I went looking for directions on this particular drive, here's a view of the bottom of the drive. When I went looking for this particular model Sony floppy drive, there didn't seem to be any teardown blog posts or any YouTube videos on how to open it, and so I just wanted to share that with you. All right, folks, that's going to do it for this video. Stay tuned and be subscribed to the channel so when the Power Mac 7100 video is complete, you'll be the first to know that it is available. So click that subscribe button, hit the bell, leave a comment down below if you found this interesting. And if you've had any experience with this particular floppy drive, I'd love to hear it in the comments down below. Thanks everybody for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.